What is up, guys? My name is Andrew and welcome back to Space Engineers. We've spent 3 episodes on this gosh dang control tower, so I promise we're done with this thing after this. And there we have it, our new and, might I say, improved control tower. Let me show you what I did real quick before. I want to do a lot of work on the hangar today, but I do want to show you what I did as well. So I expanded the sides of the control tower, so it's no longer kind of a square going up. It's more of a, well, it's no longer a small square. Now it's more of an actual big square. So this is now centered. That's the main takeaway from this, is that this thing right here is now centered on the on the thing. So it's now centered on the whole base instead of off to one side. So it's not going to look super weird if we go around it anymore. It'll look normal. Now the next thing that I did is I changed the way that that this looks, the windows. So I changed the look of the windows. I thought it looked a bit weird, and I kind of wanted it to kind of have this kind of hourglass shape. I really like that sort of style, and a lot of control towers actually do kind of look kind of like this, or they're just blocks, but they don't really kind of go in on themselves like I originally had. So I kind of just made it come out like this, and how many ways can I say kind of in a span of a couple seconds? But yeah, you'll see that it comes back out right here, and then it comes back out right there, so it's level going up like this. So that's our new and I think improved control tower. I like it better. I don't know. Do you like this better? Do you like the older one better? Post down in the comments which one you think is awesome. I'm not going to change it. I think it's good, and we spent enough time on the control towers. But let's do a little bit of hangar work. So real quick, I want to finish up what we did over there. Now you'll see the nanites haven't really been doing too much with this, just because it's... Oh, I need to get some power for my suit real quick. But they haven't been doing too much just because they're heavy blocks, so they require a lot of iron and a lot of whatever else is required to make metal grids. We'll check in a second. We might be out of something, so I'll go in and check on that. And if we're out of something, I'll go and grab it before we continue working on the hangar. All right, let ourselves get full. There we go. Okay. Did you guys know that you can disable jetpacks? How crazy would that be if we played without jetpacks? Would it, how different do you think it would be? Because I use jetpacks to go everywhere. Like, I sometimes use jetpacks just to go here. Like, I don't even run. But anyways, real quick, let's check metal grid. What does metal grid require? Can I see it in here, actually? Could have sworn there was a way. Can I press K and go into... Hang on. Let's go in here. K, production, metal grid. Iron, nickel, and cobalt. What are our levels of ingots? Cobalt, we have some. We have a lot, I think. That's a lot. Iron, we have a lot. Nickel, we have a lot. So why are we... Well, first of all, are we low even? What's it called? Metal grid? We have some in the queue, but we're definitely not low. So these are actually being made as we speak. Although I don't see the number changing for anything. Are you working right now, Mr. Script? No, you're not. I checked it a few minutes ago and it was working, so I guess it must have just crashed right there. But let's check out those metal grids and see if it's working. Metal grid. You got some in the queue. You should be making them. Do you guys see anything changing? That's changing. I don't see anything changing. Now this metal grid is still not changing, so I actually am wondering why that's not being pushed to the front, since it seems like that's one of the first things that we need. Or why aren't the nanites actually completing all these? Or are they? They might actually be completing these. I made that red. Remember that little transition I did where it was like, we're not going to work on the control tower after this? That's where I stood before and after, so that I could do a little editing trick, so I could make it like kind of in the same place. That's what that red is. I guess they are working on it, so it's probably not a big deal. It just kind of bothers me that this number is not really changing. Unless it is, and maybe it wasn't 464. But it just sits in the queue, so I don't understand. But I guess steel plates might be the more important of the few. So let's go and do some work on the hangar. So let's see. Do I have any? Okay, yeah, I do have enough of that. So what we're going to do first is we're going to finish up this, which we did not finish from last episode. We need a little bit more of these things, which it's not that much. Put one right there. And... yeah, I like to put it in those little gaps. I don't know why. I just think it looks ugly if we don't fill like every gap. But that's just me. Some people are like, that's fine. That one's fine right there. This one right here, though, I would rather have some blocks. Is that, is that a little weird? Do you guys do that? Like put blocks there and stuff? Okay, that's looking pretty good. That's one side. Now, I do want to do this as well. We're going to have those ramp pieces right here. And then we'll go walk in the catwalk and see what it looks like. In fact, I want to get those stairs done today, too. The ones right to my left that you can see on the screen now. All right, that's good. Let's see what this looks like. Da, 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 da. Okay, I do like this. So from the catwalk, you can see down, which is cool. And you can also see up, which is also cool. And you can see the sun, which is also super cool. Everything is cool. So if you jump up, you can kind of see anything that's on this hangar level. And if you look down, you can see anything. Yeah, that's really awesome. I like it. Okay, so this, what we're going to do is we're going to count out our stairs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to do 4 and 4 then. So let's cut 4 off this side. Sweet. Okay, so we've got our stairway built up. Let's take a look at it from down here to see if it looks good. It does look pretty good. Kind of meet up right there, don't you? 1, 2. Yeah, it's not bad. Now, the thing is, I was planning to do sort of a, like this would also come down and they'd kind of meet up. But I think this one's going to work fine. Instead, what I might do is I might have the left side go up to that stuff. In fact, I should really swap it, shouldn't I? Like, because if you think about it, it'd be easier for this to go up to the right and then over to the control tower and then just go down to the left. All right, swap. All right, there we go. Now, I love the magic of editing. Now we just need to beautify it a little bit, make it look a little bit more beautiful, because this is not going to cut it. This looks god-awful. So we're going to do a little bit of work on this. I think what we want to do is make like a little corridor or something so that you're kind of, well... I guess it depends on the aesthetic. Do we want it to look... If it looks like a hangar, I guess there's probably usually not a corridor for the stairs. It's probably just usually kind of there. But at least what we can do is we can bring... Oops. Okay, I thought it was on jetpack and I just like jumped. That was weird. We can at least bring the corners down to make it look a little bit nicer. And like it's grounded to the bottom. So I will certainly do that. Bring this column down as well. And then what we're going to do for this, I don't know if we want to do, I guess we can do like little ramps maybe to make it look, yeah, we can use these pieces right here and flip them upside down. So if I do something like this, well, actually we'd have to flip them around, wouldn't we? Like that. So I can do that right there. It'd have to be on both sides. Maybe one right here as well. Then we get the other piece, do the same thing, just kind of flip it upside down. This might end up looking pretty good. Maybe one right there. Yeah, it's going to look like a real stairway kind of. And we'll do the same on this one just so it looks nice as well. Grabbing the other piece, turning it around first. Yep. Even though you can't see some of these pieces, I like to get all of them. And then turn this one around as well. The same thing. And there we go. I think that's going to look like a pretty good stairway. The nanites are coming in to do everything. But look at that. That looks pretty good. Just kind of comes down and then down. So if we try to use it. Oh, let's do this as well before we go and use it. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 and then kind of bring it over here. Just like we did earlier. And we haven't cleaned up this little bit right here, so I'm just going to kind of fill in this gap. What are you? Okay, we have some construction components down there. That's kind of weird, but I'll take it. I'll take the extra construction components. All right, I think that looks pretty good. So you come down the stairs and you go this way, and awesome. So the stairs are done. Next, I want to work on the other stairs. So the ones that are going to go up to the control tower so that we can get there without a problem. These stairs could also be used to get up to that level. So we're going to first kind of trim the sides here. Get rid of some of this stuff. And we'll also get rid of some of the building that we have here. That will eventually be built by the nanites, so no worries. So this... What is this flickering? Do you see this? Is there something on fire back there? Do you see that? That's so weird. I think I caused a fire. But I'm not sure. That's weird. Okay. Let's go down here. Put that there. And this is where we're going to put the first thing. The first stairs. So put a stairs this way. Oh, we need some stuff. Luckily, I think we have some stuff up in the control tower. So let's grab some stuff. Like 100 stuff. We'll be fine. That fire's really weirded me out. Oops. How did I mess that up? Alright. Put this one on that one. Okay. So that's how you get up to this level. And then from here, where do we want to get to? We want to get to right there. So we're probably going to go into the mountain here for this. So a little bit more digging, it looks like. Just a little bit, not too much. We'll let that stuff kind of settle. And we're going to dig ourselves a little way up to the control tower. Ah, we've got a hole. How close are we? Oh, I can see it there. It's a good sign. Now, we could leave it. There we go. Break these off. How would this look if we had it just kind of like this and you had to just kind of use the inside to get up there? Would that look good or would that look kind of bad? I mean, I'd have to trim off the edges a little bit to make it a little more rounded. There we go. But it kind of looks like a cave, and I do like the cave aesthetic, except for this. This is going to have to go. That looks ugly. Ah, but if I've done that... okay, hang on. If I take number 7 and I flip this one kind of like that, I can do this, which does look kind of nice. And then if I do the other one, flip this down. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. That's why. Okay, flip that down. That looks pretty good. I can live with that. But that one piece right there looks a little weird. Here, I'll left click it. Even though it's going to make some stone, it does a smaller trim, which is nicer. And I kind of want to do the same for this. Just give it a little bit of a trim, not too much. Just kind of a grooming, if you will. Alright. And that one little piece needs to go as well. Maybe this piece as well. There we go. So how does this look? If you kind of come down here, you know, you go up there, and suddenly, boom, you're in the control tower. You can climb all the way up to it, which is now bigger, by the way, so we have some room right there. This is where we've added space, these areas right here. But you go all the way up to the top. Oops, we've still got that in the way. Let's jump over it. We're up to the top. We've got our spinning thing. We kind of go over it, go up to the top level of that, and boom, now we're here. We can see everything, including down there. Look at that. Look how beautiful she is. There's a red block that I used, and there's actually another red block under there that I used for the second one. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Let's go back down and see what else we can do. I'm thinking, well, what can we do? Hang on. What do we still have to do? We've beautified that. We've done... There was one more thing I wanted to do in this episode, but I forget what it was. Oh my god, think. Magical powers of thought. This is still super weird that it's kind of on fire over here. I don't know. I think we're just going to leave those. You know what? I don't remember exactly what it was that we wanted to do, so I guess we'll just continue working on this top area. Let's finish this up for this episode. We'll get the complete roof done, and then by next episode, we'll have all the roof done, and we can start working on the hangar doors and the rest of the floor, and kind of the compartments that we want as well. So, should we do time-lapse? How about it? 3, 2, 1, time-lapse! All right, behold the view of the hangar from the top. Doesn't it look crazy? Doesn't it look like a lot of work for our nanites to do? I think so. I think it looks like an extra amount of work for our nanites to do. Let's see what it looks like from the bottom. I actually haven't looked at this yet. All right, this looks pretty cool, actually. I like the stairs over there. I think they look really nice coming down like that. I might have to close off this right here to make it kind of like a wall. The pillars look a little bit odd, but I think that looks pretty nice. Once we have something on the walls here, I think the hangar will look more like a hangar. Also, once we have some lights, it'll look a little bit better. For now, it's super dark. In fact, can I drive? Hang on. Let me try something. Beep. Remove that. Let's remove a couple of these things. Then we'll go drive the Bubbymobile. Come on. There we go. Oh my god. This is gonna... I meant to only start removing like 1 or 2 of these, but they're gonna start driving me crazy. I'm just gonna go through and remove all of them. All these little dirt piles. We just haven't put anything there yet. Why did we not put any blocks here? Do you guys remember when we were building this? There must have been a reason. I guess I'll leave it like that for now, but we'll come back maybe. Okay, remove these. Remove that. Remove that. Alright, that looks good. Let's get these ones. Okay, looks good. It's like a little piece sticking through. Unfortunately, we're also damaging a couple of these, making some little bumps. We might go through and fix them. If we don't, it's fine. Because it's a hangar, it's supposed to have a couple of bumps here and there. Look at that. Some wear and tear from all the stuff that's been driving on it. Alright, Bubbamobile, let's go. You have your parking brake on. Vroom, 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 vroom. Alright. I like it. It's nice and flat. Bubbymobile still has a little bit of trouble kind of holding on to the ground, but I think all in all this is pretty good. If I turn on the thrusters. You know, this Bubbymobile probably could make it to space. I bet you it could. Alright, that's pretty awesome. Turn off the thrusters. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like this hangar. I like the roof. I really like this. I think this was probably a stroke of genius on my part. Not design-wise, not whatever other genius there is. But no, I think it looks pretty cool. In fact, this might even look cool if we... Let's try something real quick. What if we did this? Would that look cool all the way down? Or would it just kind of look bad? I don't know. I don't know if it would look cool. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. All right, give me 1 second. We're going to do that cool little editing thing one more time while standing here. I'll show you how I do it even. How about this? Okay, so I'm going to make red so I know where I'm standing. Turn off this. And 3, 2, 1. Bam! And there we go. I don't know what's going on with the sides over there. That looks a little bit odd. Probably some weird effect of the sun going through that and not shading properly. But... and that actually looks like a picture, doesn't it? That looks kind of cool. That looks very picturesque. I like it. In fact, I'm going to take a screenshot. I like it so much. We changed this up a little bit. I made it a little bit lower, so it still has that very low profile bottom, but now it's a little bit lower so that we can actually do this. So you won't get stuck in the sides anymore. Instead, you can kind of like just kind of run around the whole thing. I think that looks kind of nice. What is this? There's like... Hang on. I've got to clean... See, I've got slight levels of... not wanting things to float around. See, that could kill me. If I was like flying around, it'd be like, ugh. That could hit me in the head or something. There we go. All right, all those rocks were created by that one little piece. Okay, I think this is where we're going to end the episode. I like, we did a lot in this episode, even though it might be kind of a shorter episode. I don't know if it's shorter or longer because there was a lot of, you know, time lapses and that sort of thing. But we did this, we did that, we did the stairs, and we did the control tower. So a lot of stuff in this episode. But what are we going to do next episode? Let me know what you guys want to see. Should we work on the compartmentaling, like making compartments inside the hangar? Or should we work on the hangar doors? Or should we work on making like tunnels back there or even tunnels under here or something? What should we work on? Tell me in the comments and I'll work on that next episode. But until then, if you liked the video, hit the like button, put your comments and your suggestions down below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Space Engineers. See ya.